All right, welcome to episode 7 of Hat Trick Podcast with Mike and Leo. Now, Leo, you wanted to talk about something, right?
Yes, I do, Michael.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, today we have a very special guest on the show, guys. Our guest today is an upcoming accountant, fluent in the ways of numbers. He's an anime and game enthusiast. He's my cousin, Anthony. Welcome to the show, Anthony.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good intro. Little. I like it.
We're not going to talk about the failed intro that I did like 2 seconds ago. We're not going to talk about that, right?
What?
Oh, fuck, we talked about it.
We talked about it, but now it's a thing now.
It's a thing now.
The way it's mentioned, and now it's embedded into the podcast.
No, it was good, Mike.
I was trying to talk about how we're in a garage and like we're like 2 steps away from being a garage band because we have the amount of people, you know. We're like Green Day.
Well, that's not the first trio I think of. I think of like Rush. Like
Rush. That's true.
Oh, garage bands like Metallica starting a garage, right?
You know what they say, folks?
Every band started somewhere.
Yeah. You know what they say? Starting a podcast is the new I'm starting a band thing.
Pretty much.
So it's kind of like
I can't even really brag that much that I'm in a podcast. Like everyone has a podcast.
I've done both now. So I've done the band thing, I've done the podcast. I'm living all the trends of the 70s and 2000s.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
It's good.
All right, man. You want to talk about something, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, I got off track. All right, Anthony, now that I got you right in front of me,
Yes.
in one of the episodes, I think it was episode 5, we talk about a thing called the after party. That's what we titled it, and we're going to talk about that party.
Sure.
So when this episode actually airs, it'll probably be a couple of weeks after said party, where Anthony, my host, my co-host, my co-pilot, got fucked up.
Yeah.
on the day. No one knows how. Now that we have you in front of us, can you explain exactly what happened?
Well, at your birthday party, me and you were busy that day, so we were running around the whole day and getting ice, getting stuff. So technically, I couldn't drink till around like late afternoon, right? Because I was doing stuff, driving, picked up the food, and then after I just went all out, just kept drinking rum and cokes, and I thought it was okay. I was talking to
it was not okay.
Mike's brother too for a bit at the table, and then just came from behind and took me into the alcohol took me into a sweet embrace, and that was gone. And Leo probably saw me like, what happened?
You were asleep. It wasn't until Paul found you, or not found. He's just like, is your cousin asleep? And it was blaring music. There was rainfall, like torrential rainfall coming down. I'm like, and it was like done. You literally lived that whole night as the Stations of the Cross, as I compared it to, because if anyone's familiar with the Catholic or Christian religion, when Jesus gets crucified, he falls 3 times. Anthony fell for the first time, falling asleep. So that's when Jesus falls. And the second time, we had to bring him downstairs afterwards, where I don't know what happened. You think? I heard people like
downstairs.
Somebody. Well, when it was raining bad, everyone was going in Leo's house. So I forgot who brought me inside.
I did.
You?
I brought you in, and your sister.
Yeah, they brought me inside into the basement on the couch, and I was just laying on the couch there for a while.
Jesus falls for the second time. And then afterwards, and then we had to bring you upstairs, and then you went to the washroom. And I don't know if you locked yourself in the washroom.
No, I didn't. I didn't lock myself in. Maybe at the first part, but I was going in and out of the washroom, going downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Then I went back in.
And then and then afterwards, that's the third time when you fell or whatever. In this whole Jesus comparison, and then afterwards,
you got
and then you got crucified because you finally yacked, and
I made myself yak.
Why?
What do you mean you made yourself yak?
You don't know how to do it?
No.
Oh, you get 2 fingers and you go as far back into your mouth as you can. You push down on your tongue.
What the hell, man?
It makes you okay, I'm going to explain. It makes you gag, right? Like that, right?
Yeah.
So when you gag, right? Start to gag a bit, right? And then everything comes up. And then That's probably the best feeling of your life. Like if you're drunk.
Not really. I can think of
for
several more.
For me,
things.
it was a great. I felt instantly better. Like when you feel like you have to throw up and you feel dizzy or like feel sick, right?
Yeah, nausea.
I got it out. Just get it out of the way faster. So
now
I puked. I felt better. Went downstairs, drank some water, took some Advil, and I was back outside.
Yeah,
you guys were like, "What happened?"
We had
this is the best comeback story. It's like when Jesus is risen from the cave.
Resurrection. Yeah,
It's like he had his own Pickle Rick moment. Ath just comes screaming out at party still going on. I'm back.
He's like, I'm back. And then I'm looking at him like the Roman Empire, like, what the fuck? And it was, he just came out of nowhere. I'm like, that was great.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So, Anth, you know you're drinking water right now?
Huh?
You know how you're drinking water right now?
Yes.
We've slipped vodka into it.
Oh no.
Time for round 2.
Get fucked.
Hopefully my tolerance went up.
Let's hope so. All right, Anth, since you're the guest, we're going to make you pick the first topic.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
I'll pick it and I'll hand it to you. Okay.
No, you pick it. You say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
you say it, my man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna open it now.
Oh, I'm picking up that.
Oh, okay. It's one of mine. It's what's your favorite conspiracies?
Oh,
Fuck. I don't even know, man.
Oh, I know.
Okay, go.
First off the bat,
All right.
the Rothschild family. I don't know. You're looking for. Anthony
Is
was
that from
fishing
the
for that one.
Walmart thing?
What?
Is that the Walmart family?
No,
they're
Rothschild.
bankers.
So listen,
Oh,
if y'all don't know who the Rothschilds
yeah,
are, you're gonna listen to it. You're gonna know today, folks. So the Rothschilds originated in like Germany back in like the Middle Ages, whatever, like 1400s to 1600s. Don't quote me on it. I don't know the exact date. Anyways, this guy had 7 sons. He sent out those 7 sons to different countries, and basically they're responsible for like what modern day banking is. These guys pretty much own the central banks for pretty much all the countries in the world, with the exception of a few right now. One being Cuba, another one being Iran, and the other one being North Korea.
probably. So you're talking like
99% of the countries in the world are owned by this family. So like Canada,
It's messed up.
it's a little bit.
It's not just that. They own like, I would say like a piece of because every international bank, or what Leo was saying, it's like almost like a stock. Like every like family with money probably owns a piece of that. It's like almost like a company, so they probably own a piece of that. Like say like the Federal Reserve in the States, it's not owned by the government. It was started like 100 years ago, like I would say 1913. So it hasn't been around the whole history of the U.S.
So basically, this family's got like their hands in the back pockets of, basically the financial status of like a country.
Okay.
And I'm blanking out on the name.
So what's a conspiracy, though?
Conspiracy is that it's because they have all this money. They funded wars between the France and the English and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so because they own all the wealth, it's all into like one, like they're trying to create like a new world order because they own all the money in the world, or not all the money in the world, but they control the banks. This is what it's gonna bite me in the ass. I think his name was Mayer, but one of the he was one of the Rothschilds, and basically he was famously quoted of saying, "I care not who writes the laws, but who controls the wealth controls the country." Something along those lines. Because if you have the control of the financial situation, basically you can buy people up.
You have the country. You have the country by the balls, basically.
You have a lot of influence over political figures, other people with money, or anything, because money runs this world, basically, right?
So the reason why my favorite conspiracy is because they got the back pockets in so many different like countries. Like
it's not
everything.
Really a conspiracy though. It's sounds kind of true, to be honest.
I mean,
maybe the whole like funding the wars might sound like a.
It's not just like Leo says the Rothschilds, but maybe it's not even them. It's just people or families with money, people who have the money in the world, right?
Yeah.
So the people who have the money,
like the media companies.
Like who owns like No one knows.
Right? Somebody owns the Sun. I think it was
Everything's owned. Someone owns the Toronto Star, the Sun in the States, all the CNN, MSNBC, all those things is owned by someone. Like take for example, Jeff Bezos from Amazon. He owns the
Washington Post.
Yeah, see, he owns the Washington Post. Look in the Washington Post. See if there's anything against Jeff Bezos in that. Do you think you'll ever find anything against him? No. Or you never even hear in the world of like the Rothschilds or the Morgan family or the Rockefellers, like like the building in New York, the Rockefeller. That's another family, Rockefeller. Yeah,
or the Borgias back in the day.
Oh, the Borgias. Wasn't that a show?
Yeah, it's a show based off of this family that lived in Rome. Borgia was a pope. If you ever played Assassin's Creed 2,
you beat him up. You beat him up.
You just smack that bitch around. Just be like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
But basically, that family back in the day, or any kind of incarnation of Jesus, if you've seen like pictures and stuff like that, you've seen him. He's got the pale white skin, blue eyes, whatever, long brown hair. That's not Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, for what we know, it's actually based off of Borgia's son.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cesare.
Cesare.
So basically, because
it's a cool Italian name.
Yeah, actually is pretty cool. It's cool Italian. But thing on topic, because Jesus from like Israel, right? He's Jewish, and he lived in where there's lots of sun, and you're gonna probably have like
pretty tan skin,
right?
Yeah.
Where people that were coming from Rome were not as tan. Like if you look
darker skin.
Yeah, you'd have darker skin and and brown eyes and stuff like that.
Well,
it wasn't deemed like, oh, what? Like Jesus had like dirty curly hair or whatever. No, we can't have our prophet look like that.
Yeah.
Yo, my son's like looking like a sweeter man's. Let's model.
Actually, funny enough,
model him after
talk about Jesus, because I think my favorite conspiracy theory is probably the fact that that Jesus Christ had sex with Mary Magdalene.
Oh,
I guess that'd be considered a conspiracy.
I never
theory,
heard
right?
It was,
that, but
yeah. It's people talk about it.
Yeah, it's like
because
basically the whole like what the Da Vinci Code's about, that he had like heirs, and
that's fictional. That was written by a guy, Mike.
Listen, I think it's
Dan
a cool
Brown.
But I mean, that's a cool conspiracy.
Or not even like Mary. Maybe like just he had sex with anyone, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, I'm not. I'll be honest. Like, okay, when you put biggest conspiracy theory, I'm like, I don't fucking believe in conspiracy theories, Anth.
You don't?
I kinda do, but I feel like they're a little bit BS.
I live for that shit, man.
You and to get along really well, more than I thought you guys would. Like, there's some people, there's a thing for it, right?
Okay.
We talked about Alex Jones before this, right? He's a big conspiracy theory guy, right?
Okay, Alex Jones. The problem with him is there's another guy. Joe Rogan, the podcaster.
Yeah.
He says he's good friends with him. Joe says it the best. He says some stuff that he says is pretty good. The problem with him is he gets too out of hand. He gets too passionate. He gets way out of whack. You see him, like, he freaks out rips his shirt off. Like, you won't be taken seriously when you do that.
I mean, I never watched this show.
InfoWars? Yeah, you could look up clips. He goes nuts.
I've seen clips like memes. Just
that's him now.
Negro, I'm gonna fucking get you. Come here, you bastard! Like like that one where he's running through
the guy threw coffee on him or something.
Yeah, and you just
coward.
Yeah,
I'll get you. Yeah, starts running.
And there's that music.
Yeah.
We'll probably drop a link to a video of it in the description afterwards. Just be like, check this out.
But I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's enough kind of. I get it, like maybe the government or people want to hide things from people. I get it, but I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of it's people wanting to believe what they kind of want to believe, and they piece things together. Like for instance, like the moon landing was fake, or the Earth is flat. Shit like that.
The Earth
like
is flat is the
dumbass,
worst. The worst one.
Okay, speaking of the Earth being flat, so my girlfriend, she was like trying to like. She's being a little ass. She was saying, yeah, like the Earth mooning, the landing, oh my god,
the moon landing.
The moon landing was fake. And I'm like, what? And like for like 30 minutes back and forth, she was committed to this bit of her believing that the moon landing was fake. And then she's like, no, I actually believe in it. I'm just fucking with you.
Just messing with you.
I think that's kind of what conspiracy theories like. Conspiracy theorists like is just they just like the whole like
the what if factor.
The what if factor of it. Yeah.
The reason with like I talk about the banks, because when you look at the U.S., I'll go back to the Federal Reserve, because the way the banking system works in the States, well, probably everywhere else, with the Federal Reserve, the money that they print, they don't just give it to the banks. That's what I read. They loan it to the banks. So in theory, like the banks will always be in perpetual debt to the Federal Reserve, and whoever has stock in the Federal Reserve, say the people with money, they'll always have a income coming, because you can never pay off that money that's been loaned to the banks, and then that's loaned out. Plus, always now with like the advancement of technology, money is just created out of nowhere. When you go
like
to, I know
that kind of thing.
No, just say like you get a loan from a bank.
Yeah,
they don't have the physical funds, right? Cash, or like they just type it in. They type Mike has a mortgage of, for example, 100,000. They just punch it in.
Yeah.
Because money they have in there, they loan out money and money coming in, right? That's why, like, if you look even, for example, 2008 in the States, right? Mm-hmm. That crash with the mortgages. Yeah. You see how a lot of those things were going under? Because they had all these things they had to pay back, but they had nothing to pay back.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's the problem with this, with banking, because you got to watch out now. It goes up and down, left and right.
So, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
The banks, 100%, because that's what controls us. Like, even the word mortgage, it's a word that means till death. Like, if you don't, you'll probably be paying it off till you're dead, or you won't have your house anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Everything's revolved around money.
Well, even if you think of
depressing on this podcast,
we gotta just hit those lows. Even like even the note, the note that let's say a note,
bank note, like a piece, like a $20 bill,
like a $20 bill. That's not yours. You don't own that bill. You're just holding it. It doesn't belong to you. Even though let's say I've earned this money. No, it's just in the system. It's just in the circulation. It doesn't physically belong to you. It's just
like even
part of the circuit.
Yeah. Say in the future, like, I don't know, there's some crazy event and every government's in the world, paper money's useless now. We're changing to a different form. I don't know. They might go back to gold. No, maybe. I don't know. They might go back to gold. They might go back to fucking bottle caps, fucking Fallout. I don't know. We put value on the cash. That's the only thing.
Fuck it, man. Go back to bartering. Get those fur trade posts. I'll trade you some beaver felts for some moose antlers.
That's what some radical people want to do to the economy. We should step away from an economy based on money and go back to just gathering resources and trading and helping each other out. But I think that's impossible.
This is Star Trek. You're talking about you're talking about
people want to change the whole society to go from to work together, like, right, try and help each other.
World?
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen.
Fair,
because people with money won't give up their money, obviously, right? It's not gonna change. You just gotta roll with the punches in this world.
Speaking of rolling with the punches, we're gonna go on our second topic, and I'm gonna pick
it. You choose it up.
All right.
It was a good little banter about
we went deep
conspiracy. We just we're going down that hole, eh?
Okay. Okay, I'm opening it up. Okay. Jesus Christ, Anthony, your writing's bad. When will anime be taken seriously?
Yes, this if I had if I was a politician, my platform be like, everyone must watch this in school. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was just
a Canadian platform. Make Canada quiet again.
No, I was just thinking of like.
Don't be racist.
Nah, this is quiet. It's a word. It means cute.
Oh, kawaii.
Oh, kawaii. Sorry, I didn't even pronounce it right.
I'm not gonna say any more Japanese words. I feel like a fucking weeb. Yeah,
the weeb is coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like if you talk to someone who doesn't watch anime or like
me,
they no, not you, Mike. I'm saying completely someone who's never experienced this guy. They may think you're weird or something, or you're a kid, but they don't understand the medium has stuff for everybody. I would.
But it's also Western culture too, right? I mean,
yeah, but I kind of have to disagree with you there. I think in our lifetime right now, I think it's more accepted than ever.
Yeah, right. I'm saying like with like the advent of like like Ghost in the Shell being made into a big movie, and they say now they're gonna make a Gundam movie.
Oh,
That's
live,
cool.
yeah,
cool.
Live action.
That's gonna flop.
Yeah.
Well, I hope not.
It's gonna flop.
I like Gundam.
I know you like Gundam, but I think just like from where our CGI platforms are, I mean, it'll probably take a
Gundam in Ready Player One. It was fucking cool.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. But
the reference the movie, Ready Player One.
Yeah, but references the movie.
I'm saying like in general, like, and like just in regular conversation, like you know how back then like movies weren't normal. Like just saying like, I don't know, like back in like when did movies start? The 20s, 30s? Like not too many people.
Like as early as the 1900s.
Yeah.
Like,
and then it became a normal
like
thing
when it became
right?
when it became like commercialized. Yeah, probably in the 20s, like mid 20s. Like you had your cinema. I mean, I'm talking about like major motion pictures. But
yeah, I just don't want people like in high school, like no one could talk about it because I don't know, because people felt like outcasts.
Well, what anime would you put to the table with people who don't take it seriously? What anime would be like? Okay, this anime is real. Like this anime is
gateway animes.
Gateway animes, yeah. Like or not necessarily gateway animes, but they're people and like adults who think it's just a cartoon. Or it's just like a stupid.
Oh, like something that's
show.
like sticks to the stereotype.
Yeah, kind of. So
probably.
What shows would you say? Okay, no, these are more than just cartoons. Like they're actual conversation pieces.
Okay, you got things that are gateway animes. I'd say like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Amazing.
You got
what's that one about? Just for people who probably don't listen to anime that much or don't watch.
Okay, the short story of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is there's two brothers named Ed and Al.
Mm-hmm.
They're alchemists. They could like turn stuff like say like a rock into a sword or something. So right? Gold. Yeah.
So basically, it's not exactly magic, but it's more so. Have you ever heard of like just alchemy?
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I guess a precursor towards, let's say, modern day science. It's like mixing different like herbs and stuff together. But with this show, it kind of it takes it one step beyond, and it kind of introduces like I guess a magical element that they can form stuff using like elements. So let's say like the ground here, right? The ground is this shape, right? But because the minerals exist in the ground, you can morph those minerals to say make a formation, let's say like a mountain, or you can let's say harness let's say like what there's one episode I remember.
What's the show about?
Oh, the show. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. So judging back to the show. Okay, so they
caught up on alchemy. Who gives a fuck about alchemy?
Oh, this is all part of the show.
It's all part of the show.
Is it?
Yeah. So, anyways, they get involved by doing this like this I guess alchemy spell.
They do,
right?
They try and do human transmutation because their mother passed away, right? So they're trying to bring their mother back from the dead, because basically humans are, right, if you break us down, are basically elements, right? Sure. Water, bit of iron, bit of this, bit of that. So
what they did was they got the actual elements that a human is composed of. So let's like Anthony said, like iron, like water, all these different things that we're composed of. Calcium, all these different things they put in a circle to like try to resurrect their mother kind of thing. In the process, because that's playing God, you can't really do that. So in the process of doing it, it backfires on them. One brother loses his whole body. The other brother loses his arm and his leg. And then afterwards for Ed to save his brother Al, he transfers his soul into a body of armor, and basically the whole story is trying to get his brother's body back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you have to. I wouldn't explain more. I just tell people to watch it. You won't be disappointed.
Well, okay, so what are some other ones?
Oh, no other ones. There's Psycho-Pass is good.
Okay. I haven't watched it.
What's that about? Just briefly.
Okay, Psycho-Pass is about detectives in the future, right?
That's cool.
And how the future works in this universe is that everyone has like a number based on their mental state. And if you go over a certain number, police will show up. And if you go too high, they'll kill you with a gun.
Like Minority Report in a way.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh wow, that's kind of sick, actually.
but these weapons they have to use, if you're at a certain number, like just to make up a number, say if you're between like 100 and 200,
yeah,
the gun will only stun you. But if you go above it, this gun will instantly kill you. But in this world, there's some people where these scanners can't tell what your mental state is, so they can't be taken down by these weapons. And it's a good, it's a stock.
You convinced me. You convinced me. I might watch that. What are
very
some other
good.
ones?
The thing is with like anime is the stories are so unconventionally like they're narratives, but they're the elements that they bring forward are just so out there that it might be like too much. I mean, not too much, but it's like
you can do more.
It's out of left field. Like one of my favorites is Attack on Titan. I love that show, and it's humans killing giants.
Sure.
And so basically,
the very basic part, we know too much, Leo. Though.
Yeah, like I know everything that happens. It gets really
because you read the manga.
Yeah, I read it, and I read like the book, and it gets really political. But the short story of it is the human population is down to like its last 10%. So basically, humans are living in this isolated area, that are I guess protected by these giant walls. And one day there's Titans that live outside the walls, and Titans basically just all they want to do is just feed on humans. One day this giant ass Titan comes in, and outside these walls,
the colossal Titan.
They call him Colossal Titan because he's
bigger than the walls they're in.
He's bigger than the walls. So basically, these walls are like massive, and this dude is bigger than them. He kicks open a hole into the actual civilization of like where humanity is, which lets in all the Titans from outside to funnel in. And these Titans are coming in.
Shit gets real.
And they're just fucking munching on humans. It's like
that's fucked up.
It's pretty like
you saw the first episode.
I saw the first episode. I just couldn't get into it. It sounds cool. Like I like the idea of it, but I just gotta give it more time.
It's really out there. It's really crazy.
Yeah,
I remember I watched that like the first episode.
I remember when it came out and they were giving like trailers, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I started watching it. This is nuts. I kept watching it.
And there was that one year at Fan Expo where everyone had that badge on their back.
The scouts,
the scouts,
military police.
I mean,
the other one.
I mean, I wouldn't start with that anime as a.
You could if you like zombies, so like. I don't know.
Survival.
Survival, apocalyptic, almost. Yeah.
Well, I mean, one for me is because I'm a pretty noob when it comes to animes. It's called I think you guys actually recommended it to me. It's called One Punch Man.
Yeah,
such a great show. Actually, it's a pretty basic concept. This guy is so powerful that all he needs to knock somebody out is one punch.
I think he even kill them, right?
He kills them,
he beats people in one punch.
He beats people in one punch. So it's like you can imagine. So it sounds a little bit boring, but it's actually funny. Like the guy's like pissed off
because no one can match his strength. He has no challenge now.
He's a very depressed individual.
Yes, but it's funny. Like he gets more and more challenges, so it gets it a little bit more interesting. Good story too, and you know in Japanese it's actually pretty good as well.
Yeah, people. That's another problem. People like once they get into it, they'll watch only the dubs in English. But like Leo was a little bit like this. Like he's like, I don't know if I can get into sub, right? But then I forgot what we started watching. He's like, yeah, I can get into it. It's not hard.
Yeah. Well, my thing was, I mean, I like supporting like the English actors. Like I know these guys, they work very, very hard to like dub this material. And obviously, I just prefer watching things without subtitles because I find that I'm focused on the subtitles. Really? Especially,
I prefer subtitles.
I hate subtitles. I hate subtitles just because, especially if it's a very action-oriented show,
makes sense,
right? And then I want to watch the action, but I also want to know what is verbally being said because
that's why the subtitles are good, so you can understand.
If you watch enough, you get used to it.
English dub is for, and that's why I'm like, I love supporting obviously English-speaking actors. But then after I started getting into just watching it subbed. And I think One Punch Man was actually the first one. No, sorry. I think Erased.
Death Note? Oh.
No, Death Note I watched in English.
Oh.
Erased, yeah.
Erased was the first one I watched in subbed because
that's it wasn't dubbed yet, so you can only. That's the thing.
And that was
if you want to watch stuff right when it comes out, you gotta watch it subbed. And that was takes a little time to dub.
That was a great show, man.
What's that one about?
Erased is basically this guy has these moments where he's kind of set back in time. but like only like brief moments. So like a deja vu type of thing. Like he'll experience. Let's say he's riding his bike. He sees like a butterfly or something go by him, right? And then instantaneously, like he'll relive that brief moment, right, where he'll see the butterfly come back.
Yeah, like a day or two. It's like a murder mystery because he goes back and tries to solve this murder that happened in his childhood.
Yeah, so basically this event. Event happens. That basically sends him back, to his childhood, and he's trying to figure out what kind of triggered that event. And it ends up being like what Anthony said, like a murder mystery. Yeah, and it's crazy because he's like a 30-year-old dude, but he's back in his 8-year-old body. And he has to go to school and live his life.
And he has all his memories from like when he was like when he's an adult. So he's like he knows like stuff like, okay, I'm gonna try and figure this out. What happened to there's a little girl that got murdered. So it's interesting. It's just like him slowly piecing it together. It's interesting
because it comes full circle. Whatever happens in his waking life as a 30-year-old. So yeah, it's really cool. It's the stories are really.
Well, why do you prefer anime over, let's just say, other mediums? Like, what's?
Oh, I don't prefer.
Sell me on why anime should be taken seriously.
Because there's good. I think there's just the people making it are just as like serious as filmmakers.
Yep.
And even the process of making animation now. Well, I know they have CGI, but like hand-drawn anime, I think looks better. But CGI can be pulled off good. Sorry, I'm going off topic.
No.
Because I think they have the same passion as regular filmmakers and shouldn't be just pushed to the side because people think it's cartoons or anything.
Sure.
It should be given a chance or checked out.
Absolutely.
People should put some variety in their life. It's the spice of everything. Like, I'll watch TV shows if they're interesting. Like, no problem. I'll watch anything if I like it.
The biggest problem that I think why people kind of shut down that medium is because it is so, and I said this before, is because it's so out there and because of you're taking these mature narratives that you would typically find in, let's say, more adult-oriented shows, right? Like live action stuff, right? Like stuff like that deals with, let's say, death, remorse, competition, power struggles, love, this, that, whatever.
You could find everything. There's anime on sports, anime on life.
But back to my point is cartoons and animation is usually guided towards children.
The stigma
is, you have these cartoon shows. So where does anime kind of fit? Anime kind of fits somewhere in this jaded middle, right? Because now you have this animation that the stigmatization is that it's for kids, but the themes and stuff
could be adult. Like there's some shows
adult oriented.
There's some shows that wouldn't show to kids at all, like R-rated stuff.
Like an example.
Hentai.
Well, that's porn based. That's basically porn, basically. Well, what would I want to show? Psychopath's pretty violent, so I wouldn't show that to kids.
Violent. So that's Attack on Titan is
that's
a
violent.
show. People get like their limbs like ripped off and shit like that. But that's the thing. It's mature narratives being presented in this art form that is conventionally or stigmatized as something for children. So that's why people that are not in the know are kind of confused and kind of have the backlash.
Like, another example, like a show me and Leo watched together, Great Teacher Onizuka.
Amazing.
This is about
he's a bike
bike gang leader, wanted to change his life and become a teacher. So basically he goes to teach a new class and starts teaching them a bit differently, life lessons, and it gets really deep into it. Like,
this is School of Rock?
No, it's more. It gets really into.
What you mean. It's kind of in the same premise that this unconventional teacher kind of comes in and is, I guess, this adult figure in these kids' lives, right? And teaches them unconventional lessons that's not textbook math or textbook English.
Or like that movie with Robin Williams. What's it called? Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
Captain.
Captain, my
Captain. I love that movie.
I don't know the name of it. I know what you're talking.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
So kind of like that.
Yeah.
But a little more. Like it touches on everything. It touches on like how people see themselves sexually, like people's mental states, like trying to make friends, like everything that someone goes through in high school, right? It's nothing's held back here. It's like they touch upon everything. Like, for example, there's there's one character who's a guy and he's bullied by girls, if you could believe it.
Okay.
So it's like, if people think about it, like, fuck, and like bullied, like this stigma, you're bullied by girls, you're a wuss, right? But the show does it in a very like interesting way of how to like he resolves it and how to build this guy's confidence back. It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, back to just the main point of when will it be taken seriously? I think in our generation now, because it's more of a common thing. Like, I know, like my parents' generation, they don't understand it at all because they never really.
Well, the problem is they don't give it a chance either.
Well, I mean, I don't expect them because they're just like program for whatever conventional television that like that they like, right? I think even to some degree, like there's shows that, let's say, my little cousins or people that like stuff that they watch, I won't understand, right? But I think people in like our generation, has accepted it much more in this time period, just because we've grown up with it, and honestly, just memes have brought stuff forward. You know what I mean? Like
anime memes.
Yeah.
Well, even you ever guys notice growing up, like a lot of the shows we watch are from Japan, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Pokemon. I think even Transformers started in Japan. What else? Digimon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, all the stuff we loved as kids, right? And like I was always blown away. Like fuck, like everything I watch is from Japan. Holy shit!
And also, right? I'm gonna shout out your guys' favorite anime show, One Piece.
One Piece is long.
That's a shout out for Vith right now.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm never gonna. I mean, my buddies.
900 episodes, something like that.
I think around 850 now, and if you're reading the manga, almost. I know over 900 chapters.
Jeebus Lord.
A chapter is like 20 pages. So
I was having a discussion with some buddies from work, and they were saying, like, listen, Leo, like if you can start One Piece, it kicks the shit out of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like,
it's opinion.
They're like, oh, it's the greatest show. I'm like, I mean, I can't really say, no, right? Because I've never seen it, so I can't really give that position. But it's
a big commitment.
It's a big commitment, and you
gotta get what, like 300 or 400 episodes in for it to get really good.
No, it's just a lot of episodes. That's all. Oh. Right? If you want to catch up, I was thinking of watching it. Like I did the math. Like if I watch 2 episodes a day for a year, I'll get close to. Like I was thinking, yeah, because I watched the other. There's they call it Big 3 back in the day. It was Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. I watched Naruto and Bleach most of the way through. I watched Bleach, dropped off a bit on Naruto, but I know what happens. Yeah. But I never touched One Piece.
I don't like shows that just make episodes for the sake of making episodes.
The fillers,
Just tell your story. If it happens in fucking 5 episodes, cool. That's it.
You know why they do that? The fillers, because the problem is the show catches up to the manga. The manga is like the source material, so they put filler in so the manga go further in the story sometimes. But you know what does it really good is that show, My Hero Academia. They'll do like 12 or 24 episodes for a year, then just stop until next year. So then the manga will go, and then they'll naturally start again. That's
how it should be.
Yeah, they did it. This is a really good idea because then they'll have enough. There's no filler. It's just straight story.
That's what Attack on Titan is too. Attack on Titan, we had to wait 5 years. I mean, I didn't have to wait because I watched it like a few years ago. But people that watched season 1 back in like 2013, they had to wait 5 years for season 2.
Jeez.
I don't know if it was 5 years, but a long term.
5 years? No, sorry. No, 4 years.
It was a long time. Just say
it was a big gap.
And then from season 2 to now season 3 airing is like a year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now they finally have decent material.
Yeah, they have stuff to work with.
All right. Well, you want to go on to our other decent material, topic 3.
Yeah, let's get into that. All right, let me randomly.
You're not gonna look at it.
No, you don't. Not supposed.
I'm looking directly into your eyes.
You're not supposed to look at it. If you look at it, it's.
Will we go 3 for 3 on my topic?
Let's see.
Can you write clear next time?
Sorry.
It's okay. No, I write terrible too. I write awful.
I can't tell this is Anthony or.
Well,
Michael.
once you read it, I'll tell you.
Oh, that's mine.
Fuck, you already know. If you could create your own
band,
I'm like, I can't even read this. If you could create your own band with different member
Different members from like other bands.
Yeah,
members,
exactly.
Who would they be?
So
Limit
like
one per band.
So I'm thinking like
limit one per
band.
Yeah.
We're putting the fucking rations on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's a
saying
good
like
rule.
like a lead singer, lead guitarist.
Oh my god.
Let's just say a bass player. Excuse me.
Can we
and
put
the
2
drums.
guitar players?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna put like 4 because I don't know that much.
It's a
as
4.
music.
It's a 4. Like, are they alive or are they have to be?
Let's go with whatever you pick. Whatever you
Anywhere.
want. Yeah, actually no. Dead or alive.
They're alive.
Because you guys are really big into music, and I'm like big into it.
Gotta
But
step
you guys,
your game up, Mike.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I gotta listen. I just gotta like you guys gotta like teach me. You gotta be a lecture me.
Okay.
You want us to lecture a tiny bit
Sure, why not?
after? Okay.
All right. So what? Okay. So Anthony, you have some names that pop into your head already?
For what position you want me to start with?
Anyone?
I already pretty much have. I'm thinking of the band right now.
It's
gonna be.
It's so
All right.
hard.
How about I'll go with mine. Then.
Go,
I'll
go,
with
go.
mine. Okay. So I'm gonna start with my singer. Is gonna be the man, Freddie Mercury. I mean, the guy can sing anything.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Like, has an amazing voice. Even I think the best thing with Freddie Mercury too is I've seen some of his live videos. He sounds even better live.
Yeah. A
So
killer,
he's
killer
like,
voice.
He had a killer voice. My lead guitarist. It's kind of a shout out to both you and Leo and Anth. Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
It's more so for me, and Anthony doesn't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
I like.
enough.
What do you mean? I like Megadeth.
Oh, okay.
I
I
listen to
didn't know.
them.
He has a
Yeah.
really like he's really technical. He has a
Yeah.
really like I like his licks and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
My drummer would be Neil Peart from Rush. Keep it
Ooh.
Canadian, keep it in the family.
Yes.
He's a
Okay.
really great drummer. Bass player, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's a good.
Partially because I
The-
like his style. Secondly, because he's in Back to the Future Part 2 and 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
is,
that.
Yeah, he plays like
Oh, cool.
Needles.
Needles, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
he's the
It's so
reason
funny
why.
'cause
But was that when
his-
they made 2 and 3? Was that where they were big, Red Hot, or no? They're
No,
just
they were just-
starting.
They were just up
Oh,
and coming because I think
That's funny.
one
That's cool.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 1 came out 85,
yeah,
right?
I think they
And
did they did Part 2 and Part 3 basically at the same time.
Part 2 and Part 3 at the same time.
Basically, like I think they
Oh.
they did like Part 2 and then they just like they went on to Part 3.
I gotta ask Fabio because Fabio is our Red Hot Chili Peppers consultant, and he would
Yeah.
know what albums are out at that time. But
Yeah.
I think Mother's Milk was
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and Uplift Mofo. Oh fuck, he's gonna.
It's
kill
okay.
me.
It's okay. Don't worry.
I can't remember the. I have the album. I can't remember the name. That's your lineup. So you have
So-
Freddie.
Mercury. We're gonna go Dave Mustaine from Megadeth as the lead guitarist. Neil Peart, drummer, as from Rush.
Okay.
Flea,
And Flea is bass player.
Bass player. Now I'm gonna try and think of a band name for them, but I can't really think of one at them.
I
in the
mean,
meantime.
that's a very. I don't even know what kind of genre that would be in because you.
I'm thinking it
I
could
don't
be a
know.
little bit. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but I'm thinking it could
Make
be
up
a
any
little bit-
name. Doesn't matter.
I'll come back to me on it.
Okay.
Man, because you kind of stole Neil for me. I mean, I was gonna say Neil
Yeah,
as
yeah, I
well.
thought-
Come on, you know more drummers.
Okay, here's one. Mike Portnoy
Ooh,
from
Dream Theater.
He's also recorded some
Oh.
stuff with Avenged Sevenfold too on Nightmare.
No way, really?
He was on
Oh,
Nightmare,
shit.
Nightmare
I
record.
love Nightmare record.
Yeah. Fucking sick. Or Brooks Wackerman, because after the stage, I was like, that guy's sick. But probably Mike Portnoy, because he's sick on all the Dream Theater stuff.
Okay.
Singer, James Hetfield, because that counts
Yeah.
as a rhythm guitar player. That's 3 podcasts in a row.
your
Fucking
boy.
bring my boy James. Lead guitar player, probably's got to be Tony Iommi.
Ooh, yeah.
Who's he
I
from?
see that. It's
Tony
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Bass
that's
player,
pretty
Steve Harris, Iron Maiden.
True.
good. Okay.
That's
That's
good.
off.
It's pretty good.
That's a fucking like metal fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, your lineup's like intense. It's like
It's like
like
you would've-
cornerstones of like
you would've
the
just-
genre.
Yeah, it's just I got the thrash, I got the heavy metal, I got like new wave of British,
Yeah.
and then I got freaking
Would you say
progressive with
Yeah.
Dream
progressive
Theater.
metal?
Yeah,
Or would you say Doom? Black Sabbath? A bit of-
Doom, yeah,
they
Doom.
started it.
yeah,
right?
pretty much Doom. They're like, well, they're just heavy metal. They're just like the Godfathers.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, your
Oh
turn.
my god.
I already
this-
know. I already know his bass player.
I don't know. Maybe
It's one of the two. Right?
Well,
well,
make
okay.
a guess. Make a guess. What
Okay,
is it?
It's either John Paul Jones or Geddy Lee.
I would say Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
From Rush.
Yes. Yeah, Rush. Oh my God. Yeah, Geddy Lee on bass. Of course, my boy. Met him once.
Really?
Briefly.
Story?
Okay, I gotta keep going with the band stuff.
No,
you want me to get into it?
Get into it, yeah.
Well, okay, in Toronto they had a park dedicated to them. It's called I think it's called Lee Lifeson Art Park. I forget where it is, but they had an opening, right? And me and my dad went to the opening, and they were there, right? So I got to briefly like shake their hand and say and talk a bit. Yeah, signed my album, so that was interesting.
They didn't ask you to record for them? Anthony,
no, not yet.
The next record.
I know. I think they're retired now because Neil Peart's having trouble with his arms.
Oh no,
with like arthritis and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
he's gonna
they're
be
old. They're in their 60s.
Yeah, but like, dude, like the shit that guy can compose on the drums. Oh my God! I just like.
Yeah, he's very technical.
He's the definition of hit it and quit it. Just like.
Yeah. So
if you've never listened to Neil Peart, go online. Just listen to Neil Peart.
Just listen to Rush.
Listen to Rush.
Listen to Hemispheres. Listen to
Hemispheres is great. The
2112. Moving Pictures, the bangers, or you can go to the first Rush album. Those are
La Villa. You gotta listen to La Villa.
La Villa Strangiato.
Yeah. The Strange Village.
Strangiato.
Yeah, it's instrumental, amazing.
Yeah, no vocals.
If you're a Toronto man, YYZ. Click just YYZ. It's the city's anthem.
The airport code of Pearson Airport.
Yeah. Okay, so you got Geddy Lee as your bass player. Who's your singer?
Oh my God, I love so many people. Oh my God.
I already know.
Think. Probably Maynard James Keenan from Tool.
Oh really? I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
that.
Nice. I really like. Oh my God, there's so many like Robert Plant. Like, oh my God, even Geddy Lee's a good singer too.
I was gonna.
You know what? Robert Plant. People don't like Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant.
Really?
They don't like his voice sometimes. Like
what?
It can grate on
high.
people.
Yeah,
I like him, but some people don't like his voice.
He's
it's just a preference. Yeah, if they don't like him,
he's sex. Yeah. He's sex on vocals. Like
Black Dog. Oh,
it's like
Cashmere.
Man, he's just like You know how many fucking women got pregnant from that voice?
Yeah.
He's just
that
like,
guitar.
Here's Here's Ramble On, honey. He's like,
oh my God.
Here's here's our third son.
Yeah. So Gailey on bass, Maynard James Keenan on vocals because he has a killer voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good.
Guttural screams and just good lyricism too.
Yeah, he's
writes
good.
Good lyrics.
Very, very in depth. Exploring
interpersonal.
So who was your lead guitarist?
No, I just said my bass player and my singer. So
okay.
So there's only one person I could put on lead guitar. It's Brent Hines from Mastodon.
Oh, fuck off! I mean, he's good.
Why don't you like it?
Because Leo doesn't understand.
I like Mastodon, but I'm very surprised.
I like his guitar playing.
He
has a hybrid picking where he picks with the.
Oh, sorry. No, I like Brent. I like Brent Hines. I don't like Bill. That's what I don't like.
I don't know. Leo just.
Anthony's just like fucking Leo. Why? You don't understand.
Leo doesn't have a good argument.
Bill has a stupid mustache, and that's why I don't like.
I like you. If you ever meet him, you should say that to him. I don't like your mustache, Bill.
I'll be like, I think he plays guitar really well, but I think his mustache looks dumb.
It's fine.
I'm just like, I feel like I have to hide my kids.
What's his name so people can look at him?
Bill Kelleher.
Bill Kelleher he's a rhythm guitar player.
Mastodon.
Yeah, look him up.
I'm gonna look up right now.
Like, hide your kids.
He has a Wendell Clark handlebar.
No, he's got.
You know,
dude,
hey Mike.
I love Wendell Clark. What the fuck's wrong
handlebar?
with you?
No,
listen, he's got.
So Bill Keller.
Bill.
He's got the stash of. Hey, is that your kid over there? Yeah. Well, I got some candy for you, kid.
Like I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see right now.
Listen, he's got the Entei beard, and what we established in the last podcast or episode 5 that.
Okay, we're not looking at the right one.
People with that mustache, you gotta be very careful. They will kidnap your kids. Entei did it in Pokemon 3. Bill will kidnap your guitarist and be like, all right, that's
Okay,
a new
he does have a kind of a bad mustache.
What? Let me see.
He does.
Let's see. Look at that picture. Look at that.
It's great. What do you mean?
It's not Wendell Clark.
Handlebars come down like handles.
It does.
That one comes.
What do you mean?
It's a little bit weird.
You want to talk about bad facial hair? What about James Hetfield's like super fucking sideburns?
It's amazing.
That's disgusting. All his other styles are good, but that was
that
was weird.
He likes to experiment.
Yeah,
it only lasted 2 to 3 years.
I didn't even put him in my band.
What?
Brent Hines looks even crazy. He has that fucking face tattoo.
You know, he's got that.
He looks
like a convict.
He's awesome. He's a fucking red-haired face tattoo guitar player motherfucker.
He's cool.
God
he's
damn.
great.
Brent Hines is cool. Bill, nah. But yeah, okay.
So who's your drummer?
Oh my god, really? Oh my god. You know, I've been liking the early drummer from the Mars Volta. I might put in. But I don't know his name. Okay, I can't say it. Oh my god, drummers.
Give us a name.
I'm racking my brain like
you know
crazy.
What we could have said? We could have literally said Dave Grohl for all the instruments.
That's true.
We could have just been like Dave.
Oh.
Damn it, that would have been a good pick. Fuck.
Dave Grohl. You could put him anywhere.
You could put him anywhere.
He's done that song. But anyways, Anthony, who's your drummer?
Fuck it.
Really?
We'll put John Bonham.
I was gonna say
Fuck it.
John Bonham.
I would say
From
there's
where?
so many. I would put with Neil Peart. I put Danny Carey from Tool. Even the Mastodon drummer's fucking great. Fucking Bron Daly.
Yeah, he's good.
I could put so many people in there. I could.
Who's your drummer from?
Which one?
Which band?
Zeppelin. John Bonham.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, you stick with one in the family?
What? Yeah.
One member and
Yeah.
Okay.
He has singers from Tool, guitarist from Mastodon, bass player from Rush, and what'd you say?
Actually, no. I might change that. I might say Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
For what?
Drummer.
Guitar? Oh,
drummer. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Throw him in. Mix it up.
Very old progressive rock band from like the 70s.
One of my dad's favorite bands. So if he listens to this, he'll probably like that.
Damn straight.
And for rhythm guitar, what rhythm guitar players I know?
James Hetfield.
Yeah, fuck yeah, James. Yeah, he's fucking great. Yeah, James Hetfield.
I'm surprised you didn't say Malcolm Young.
Malcolm Young. Oh yeah, sorry, that Malcolm Young. He just reminded me. Perfect.
Malcolm Young.
Perfect. One of my AC/DC passed away recently.
Yeah, everyone knows
first band I loved.
Like
probably first CD.
Angus, a really good guitar player, but Malcolm was like the rock that.
He holds it down. Not many people talk about him, but he holds the band together just like the bass player and the drummer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so what would your band names be?
Fudge.
Fudge?
Yeah, just Fudge.
Why Fudge?
I don't know. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Hard to eat. I don't know. Because this band might be technical. Not many people can get into them. I don't know.
I dig it. Fudge. I like that's good. I'll give you a high five. I'll give you a high five for that. That was it. When you explained it, I'm like, I dig it.
I don't know. It just came in my head and I kept it.
That's good.
So what do you think of your name, Mike, for your band?
No. Not better than Fudge. Actually, it's pretty good.
I got two, and they both start with iron.
Stop.
Can you pick a different?
Stop now.
Iron Mandems. Because I'm going to be the producer of the band, so it's like Iron, because I have some people from Iron Maiden, and then like Iron like Man, because like Tony is in there, so Black Sabbath, and
Marvel's gonna be up your ass saying
Iron Mandems.
No, it's
imagine just James going on stage.
Iron Man.
We're Iron Mandems. Yeah.
Oh my God. What's your other name?
Iron Thong.
Iron Thong.
Iron Thong.
That's pretty good.
Or Zip Zop.
Zippity zop.
Zip
Zoop
Zop.
zoop. It's a Bill Cosby. We'll like ask him.
No, God.
Give us a name. He'll go, zippity zoop zap. And then he keep that.
I don't know. I can't. Band names are very, very hard to.
I know it's actually really hard.
It's a very hard experience to think of a band name, because that's your label. That's
your identity.
Yeah.
It's your identity.
What do you? So Mike, you have a name? Just think of some.
Fuck.
Anything, any word you like, any phrase, it could be anything.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with. I'm just looking around their garage looking for things I can use. I'm like, oil. Oh, rust can.
Rust Can.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
Can.
bad.
Rust
not bad.
Can. Yeah.
Not
I
bad.
just saw your Rust Scat thing. I don't even know what that's for, to be honest.
Scat.
Oh
Rust
my
Can.
God.
I don't know. It's kind of like we got some older flavor in the band.
You
But
have a pretty decent mix. You have
yeah.
like yeah.
So what kind of music would your band play?
Oh, I already said like
Whatever-
metal.
Whatever
Metal?
they
Metal.
whatever they want. They can get.
What do you want?
Oh, what do I want?
Yeah,
What do I want?
I want
would say
I want K-pop.
God damn.
guys, we're going in a new direction. What do you mean? No, just I want
One
them.
Direction.
I wouldn't put a restrict. I might say like if I was talking, I would be like, I don't know, do whatever you want. Get technical, get simple. I don't know.
Fair.
Just see what you meant. Because I don't know, you can't restrict them because it could. I don't know. Could be something they want to do, right? Or something people like.
But I'm gonna restrict them.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say like
Crack the whip.
I'm gonna say like a little bit of progressive metal. Now,
Ooh.
only reason why.
Okay, you're going down this territory. I'm
It's
gonna
because
forewarning.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Why?
To be honest, maybe I'm not the best in musical
Because
genres.
everyone you've placed in your band, with the exception of
Okay,
Neil
maybe
Peart,
progressive rock. Maybe progressive rock. How about that?
It's whatever you want. You could
Yeah.
be thrash.
Yeah,
you
like
could
just because
be
I think I
hard.
think Freddie Mercury has like I think you could put him in any situation. I think he'd do well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd kill it. Yeah.
He'd kill it. So I
No.
think, but I think sorry, Dave Mustaine is pretty like he has good like good. He's good. He's technically good. Flea's pretty good as well.
Nope. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I'd say
and-
he's good.
Flea's amazing. Out of the
Yeah.
like say in terms of like technicalities of like your instrumentation,
Yeah,
it'd be Neil Peart at the top,
yeah.
and then
Well, I don't know. Dave Mustaine's up there too.
no, he's
he's
good.
good. Well,
Like
Marty
he's
Freeman's better.
Marty Freeman is the
From
man.
from
Even
which
he,
band?
he was in Megadeth.
Megadeth.
He was in
Oh.
Megadeth from.
That was your pick, though, right?
For what? No, I didn't choose Marty.
Oh,
Marty, but like 20. Like 20's
you're making him conflicted.
like
now.
it was a toss up between Tony and Marty, but I'm
Yeah.
like, man, Tony would just make it sound so fucking heavy. But like Marty's a great technical player.
nice.
So yeah, for your band, and just from people that analyze, you have Neil Peart, was a great technical drummer. Then afterwards, Flea, because he's really
Funky.
good. He's funky as
I
fuck.
dig the funk. Yeah.
And then
you
afterwards,
gotta hang on. Let me
Dave
say, I
is
gotta say, funky as hell.
Funky.
yeah, and Dave is a great guitar player because he's such a sideways dude.
Really,
Hmm.
really technical. Makes like
He's not technical. He's just
No.
abstract. He's very
his
like,
riffs are tough to play. I
yeah,
would say.
because it's very abstract and non-conventional. Like he's made up a thing called spider chords, which I'm not gonna even try to attempt to explain that. Because, but if anyone's interested in learning what a spider chord is, if you're a guitar player,
Look
you
it
either know
up.
what it is if you're a guitar player. If not, then check it out because that's cool. It appears in songs like "Wake Up Dead," and it's cool. It's a cool little thing.
Cool.
You turn your hand into a spider, basically.
That's crazy.
Yeah, your fingers are all.
You're
all
pretty
over
much
the
all
place.
over the place. Yeah. But you said progressive. That'd be pretty sick.
Progressive. I mean, I don't know. It's a fun question. I think you guys are like really know your music pretty well, so it's fun to see your guys' mind working. Be like, oh my god, which one can I pick?
Should we school Mike a bit?
With
Give him. You want some like suggestions?
Okay, so yeah, so let's just say for the audience and for me, you guys are more heavy in like your metal / maybe progressive rock knowledge.
I could go into other genres. I know a tiny bit about rap, very little.
All right, Eminem, just slow down.
Probably no. I could go past you, Mike. Nah, I don't know. Whatever.
So
you
okay,
want.
so give me and the audience a couple of progressive / metal bands to get into that maybe we haven't even talked about today.
okay, well, right off the bat, progressive anything is not as a difficult genre to like listen to. So I don't want to scare anybody off, but it's very much, let's say, a detailed, focused,
You gotta like
um,
long songs.
like yeah. So anything that you listen to on the radio is pretty much the time length of the intro of the song. So
That's part one of part
so-
10 parts of this one song.
So I like Dream Theater notoriously have songs on average from, let's say, 7 minutes or 8 minutes to let's say 15 minutes.
Do they go 20? Is there a 20-minute song?
I wouldn't doubt it. There probably is, but like They have maybe 7 songs on their record, and and the average is about, let's say, 9 minutes. Let's say the average length of the song. So 9 minutes, 3 minutes into that song, probably gonna hit you get your vocals.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, probably the 6th minute, you get the first guitar solo, and then 8th minute, you get the second guitar solo, and then maybe an outro guitar solo. But like, it's very much, there's a clear beginning, middle, and end of the song. It's pretty much very story driven and narrative.
Some of them, not all. Some of them could just be just a long song.
But yes,
right?
Yeah. So Dream Theater is one of my favorites, at least in that genre.
Okay.
I'm beginning into the Devon. Oh my God,
Devon Township Project. I haven't listened to them, but I know
they're like more. I guess more. It's complicated stuff. It's just so epic sounding. It's very much like you listen to that and you're like, shit, like I can do rocket science and like I could do that stuff. They're great. Tool, do they count as like progressive metal?
Some people put them as alternative. Some people put them as like their early record grunge. Not even. They're hard to stick I would just say they're rock metal genre. That's where I put them in.
Yeah, but Dream Theater.
Rage Machine too.
No, they're more so industrial. They're
industrial rock rap.
I dig that.
Yeah. They're another killer band. First album's fantastic.
That's a great band. Pretty much, if you like Linkin Park,
this band's better,
way better. Oh, it's pretty much the precursor to like
whatever. In my opinion, if people
no, I'm gonna just say as a fact. Sorry, Chester. Rest in peace, my guy. But like Linkin Park, the precursor to Linkin Park. And that other fucking, what's that, a Cancer's band?
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
Fred Durst, everybody.
Yeah. So, anyways, the precursor.
I heard the guitar players. You ever see the guitar player from Limp Bizkit?
No, I couldn't. I don't know.
No, like just listen, like check him out on your own. No,
never listened.
No,
I think he's pretty good. Like
I might.
Him on his own. I think the problem is he's like that band stifles him a little bit.
Yeah,
but I haven't really listened to Limp Bizkit, so I couldn't give a.
But if you want to get into progressive rock,
good opinion.
Dream Theater is a really good start to listen to stuff. One of my favorite records, Scenes from My Memory. It's pretty much
part 2. Is it called?
Yeah, Metropolis Part 2. So basically, this whole record is a 70-minute record. Every song, actually, believe it or not, is around 4 or 5 minutes. So it's a good introductory, like, for progressive rock. But the whole record, every song plays into itself. So every song is like a scene, and there's a whole story. So all the lyrics are interconnected to the story. And essentially what the story is this guy goes under hypnosis, and he's reawakened in his past life where he existed as this woman, Victoria, and this woman was murdered. So he's kind of living through this girl's life or his past life and figuring out who was the person that murdered her or him, kind of thing. So it's kind of trippy, but it's also like,
I think I've heard this album. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So you can obviously just take whatever songs you want from the album and be like, oh, this is a cool song here and there. But if you listen to the whole album all the way through, you get this narrative story in music, and it's just beautiful. I think it's great. It actually ranked number 1 over 2112 by Rush.
That's fine. That's just an opinion. Is that incorrect?
That's an incorrect opinion.
Because 2112 probably influenced them. So like,
yeah,
I know it's not a good argument, but like this is like a corner. Is like a probably inspiration for them. So like, I think that trumps there. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I love 2112.
No, that was a phenomenal record.
That was a time in Rush's career where, when I saw they had a documentary made about them, basically they said this record was like, if this record didn't do well, it's all over for them.
Oh wow! And
surprisingly, they did very well with it, gained fans, and they said that's the album that like put them into the not mainstream, but like you could start doing bigger shows like in arenas.
I guess you could say they put them in the limelight.
Yeah, other songs. Yes, yeah.
People listening to
fame is tough.
But I feel like narrative stories and music, progressive anything is really good to progressive rock, at least progressive metal and stuff like that. Really good to listen to.
What's one band you could recommend people maybe they never heard of before?
Well, since we talked about Rush, Tool, Mastodon, I'd say for progressive stuff, I'd say the Mars Volta.
Okay.
It's a band I month or two started listening to more in depth. They got a killer sound. They have members from a band called At the Drive-In, more of a punk hardcore band.
Oh shit!
Heavier, like it was weird to see them go from this band to this one with longer songs. They have a long song. It's about 30 minutes on one of their albums.
Jesus, it's a
So,
podcast.
if you got time.
It's like half a podcast.
Yeah, they really dig into it. Yeah, killer sound, killer. Just they got weird riffs. Like guitar player would just play. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Just some like weird stuff a guitar player wouldn't play. I don't know. Like really fast but like the same 3-4 notes, but like really fast. I don't know. He goes all over the place. He's nuts.
Yeah. Also has, I think John Frusciante was in it too.
Yes, yeah. John Frusciante, Flea. They played a bit on their early albums.
Like Chili Peppers, really cool band. Gotta listen to them a little bit more. Also, there's that one record, Dope Smoker from Sleep. That's
Ooh, Sleep. Get some doom metal, some stoner.
I thought it was
doom, stoner, any slow moving metal. I don't know, sludge.
Because you're just talking about long
I don't know.
songs.
I'm not good at placing bands and genres. I just put them in general.
Yeah. So
it's hard.
Just talking about like long songs, Mike. This band Sleep has this album. Anthony has it called Dope Smoker, and the album's only one song, or is it one or two?
There's one song and there's like some live stuff on one sides of the record, but the one song that's on it's an hour.
It's an hour
What
long.
the fuck?
Yeah, so it's just like
Who? What? Why?
it's just one.
It's really experimental.
Okay.
To see what they're
just that's the song.
I'd be put asleep to that song.
Huh?
I think I'd be put asleep to that song.
I don't know.
It's a good one.
I think I
Thanks.
don't know. I don't know. I think it's
Sleep's
pretty cool.
another good band, really influenced by like Sabbath, Deep Purple, heavy sound. Listen to, I would say, their best record. They only have 2 or 3. They just released an album this year called The Sciences, which I was like, I had no clue. I just found out one day, hey, new Sleep record's out, guys. I'm like, what is this? I'm like,
The progressive community just awakens from the soil.
the doom people, everyone with orange amps awakened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You know what? We're gonna go on to the lightning round. I think.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna ask mine first.
Hold on, wait. But first, start the music.
You have to say that all the time.
I do. Now it's a
Yes.
thing. Now it's
God
become a thing.
damn it,
And the music
Leo.
has started.
Okay.
I don't know.
The lightning round music's playing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Anthony,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you first. Are you prepared?
Maybe.
Great. Which game would you beat Leo at when you were a kid all the time, and which game would you get beat up yourself in?
Wait,
Fuck,
what?
That's hard.
Okay,
Which
so,
game
like,
I got his questions. Like,
like,
what
which
game
game-
I would beat you a lot in, and which game would you beat me? I would
This
say
is up for debate, I guess. But
Okay. I already know which game I would beat him in.
it's probably Mario Kart.
Motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, Leo was pretty. I don't know what
obviously
game.
you guys
I
are
don't know
cousins, so like
what game I would beat him in. Maybe Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But we never really played it against each other. We'd always be on the same
What
team.
about Smash?
Smash? I don't know. I think we're both the same
Yeah.
tech. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
You kick his ass as Link.
No, to be honest,
like
if
Ganondorf,
we
my
go
game.
one-on-ones back and forth,
Yeah, it depends. It really depends.
You suck as Ganondorf.
What are you talking
No,
about?
it's
Fucking,
good.
I choke slam. I'm just like, Daddy.
So I think-
choke my guy.
does this question pertain to you? No, it didn't.
No, okay, fine, but I'll make it pertain to me. I think I'm probably better than you at Call of Duty.
Me?
Yeah.
Mm,
What the fuck? My kill
Maybe-
death ratio is pretty good.
that doesn't mean anything.
That's
That's
the basic principle of the game.
one-on-one.
Alright. Rust. Let's do it.
One man Russ, my guy. 1v1.
I don't know. Probably. You could have it. I don't care.
Yeah,
All right,
no.
what game would you beat me at? Probably Dragon Ball Z, like
everything
Budokai.
else.
Fucking
everything
guy.
else.
Oh my god.
I have no
yeah.
idea.
What about like? I think we used to play Budokai a little bit when we were younger. Dragon Ball Z.
Probably, but I don't even remember. It was a long time ago.
Well,
Good game.
You beat me at Persona 5. That's a multiplayer game.
That's not that's single player.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Call it a single player game.
I think no for me.
Take the controller.
Call of Duty. Yeah. Pokemon. Anthony used to beat me. He used to beat me in Pokemon.
Which game?
Like Silver,
Colosseum? Oh.
Silver and stuff.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. I was like, God, like, okay. I don't know if you remember this feature from Silver. So basically, in Silver version, when you face someone with a link cable, that Pokemon trainer remains in your game.
Oh, they're saved.
Yeah, they're saved, and the team and stuff. So I faced Anthony once or whatever, or we traded or something. But whatever his team was in my game. I couldn't beat this motherfucker, man.
Wow.
This guy just like you want to challenge Anthony. This guy fucking appears on the screen like
The team wasn't good. It was probably
there's just high level guys. I'm like,
no,
fuck, I can't. Son of a bitch.
Terrible teams. Probably like the way I would play as a kid. The starter Pokemon, like in Silver, like it would be like Typhlosion or for Alligator. They'd be like level 100, and everything else would be like.
Wow.
I would have I would probably have like. I'd probably have all the legendaries you can catch, and maybe like 3 other or whatever left fodder like that were decently strong. Like, okay, but you catch like say if it was level 40, I'd catch it like that's good enough. Like I never built a good team. It was always the cornerstone starter. That's it. That one level 100. That's it.
Just a bang.
That was my go-to.
You know what I want to do?
Very unbalanced team.
Totally off topic, but I want to play. Pokemon Silver is Youngster Joey. Do you know that mode?
The Rattatas?
Yeah, so basically...
You have 6 Rattatas?
No.
One?
Just one.
That's fucked.
You play the whole game with just one Rattata.
And
the other Pokemon you catch can only be used for, like, HMs. So, like, Surf and Fly. Just to navigate the map so you can finish the game. But you only level up the Rattata.
Is it even possible? Has someone done it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That
would suck, man. That was boring.
What do you mean? You know how fast Rattata gets? So basically, you just put like power moves, fucking hyper beam this shit. You just fucking blast people. It's a normal Pokemon. So you just and this little Rattata just
it's like a Photoshop, just a Rattata head on like a fucking buff body.
Sup? You're ready for this? And okay.
Or the Nuzlocke challenges where. You can only catch one Pokemon in an area, and if your Pokemon faints, you have to release it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some crazy rules. Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah.
But one Pokemon in an area, so like, if you're on a route, you catch a Pokemon, you can't catch any more there, Mike.
Wow. Sucks, man. It's like
it's tough. Yeah, it's a challenge
because catch them all.
I know, but Pokemon in general, I would say they're not tough games. Like
but they're fun games.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, they're fun to play. You know, nostalgic for us.
You literally rob kids. You rob everybody.
You beat them and
you beat them.
Oh,
here's money.
Cockfight the game.
Dude, that is. That's what I was gonna talk about. I was listening to our first episode and we talked about you're like Pokemon's for kids. Sorry, it's cockfighting. It's cockfighting for kids.
It's cockfighting for kids.
It's messed up, but it's kind of
no, but it is true. You're literally placing money. Think about it. If you lose, you have to pay the winner, right? Yeah. But if you win, the winner they pay you. So you're betting that your Pokemon, your domesticated animal that you've raised, with your heart and soul, blasts the fuck out of your competitor, right? Here, bro. Here's your thing. Here's Quick Attack or some Fire Blast. Fucking Fire blast that little fucking Pidgey or whatever. And the guy's like, wow, that was a great battle. Here's my money. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. And then in Pokemon Silver, they added that feature so people can call you. And I'm like, sure, I'll take your money.
You want a battle? Yeah, wait there.
Cool. And it's like, yeah, call. It's like, yo, man, you ready to battle? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to take your money. Show up, fly in, just fucking dip.
I dig it. Yeah. Dig it. Okay, what's your lightning round question for Anth?
All right, lightning round question for Anthony. Ooh. Get ready. Mike's probably not gonna know what's going on with this
probably
one.
Not. Well, the audience know.
I barely know what's going on with this one, but I know Anthony would appreciate this. Ready?
Okay. Oh, I know.
I'm scared.
All right, Anthony.
This guy.
Who would be your stand?
Oh, my stand?
Stand or stand?
Oh, JoJo's?
JoJo!
Oh.
Nice. I'm so confused.
Exactly.
The
okay.
audience is confused.
Alrighty. So let me fill you in, folks.
Should Anthony fill you in?
Yeah, let Anthony fill you in.
Well, the stand is from a series called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
Basically, a stand is like, oh my god, how do I explain this? Okay, a stand is like your other self. It's almost like a persona. Like it's like some other entity that lives inside, like, and it can come out. And basically, also like the basics of this universe, like if your stand takes damage, you take damage. If your stand dies, you it's like another. It's a part of yourself. Like it could like do stuff. Like there's the show's put into parts. In part 3 of the show, the main character stand's called Star Platinum. Very fast.
Okay.
Like say like in the first episode, he tries to shoot himself, and his stand can grab the bullet out of midair, protect him.
Wow.
Fast puncher, can grab stuff. It's almost like you have more arms, like because like there's scenes where the main character is falling and his stand will grab something and he's saved.
That's
cool.
cool.
Part of it. I don't know my stand power. Stand powers are weird. There like a lot of things have stands in that show. There's animals that have stands.
But what would
there's like a cell phone tower that has a stand. Like it's weird. Yeah, you gotta watch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think of a stand name first. My stand name would be
Tim.
Mr. Lube. No, not Mr. Lube. That's a fucking
mechanic shop.
Call him Tim.
I'm gonna call him Super Lube.
Okay, all right.
My
We're
stand
getting
name's
exotic.
Super Lube, and his ability is to I could slide in between anything. Like cracks, like a crack in the door.
Are you sure? Like cracks?
Yeah, any crack.
Sure?
like under a door, I could like squish myself and go like. But even like get technical, like I could slide into like someone. Super Loop, go! Like, yeah, that's what my
Sup, girl.
that would be my stand power off.
That'd be the sound effect.
Yeah, I need some. What's the sound effect place called? Foolies? What is that thing?
With a Foley sound effect.
Yeah. Just get like fruits and like rub them together. Yeah, so that's
Super Lube.
Super Lube. I can slide between stuff.
That's right.
And
Should watch out for you.
I don't know. I can get technical like with the power. I don't know what else I would do with it.
What do you mean? I think it's
like I don't know.
brilliant.
Like, could I slide through people?
If you want to
slide into people, like I don't know. It's weird. I'll pass it to you guys.
What's that thing that kids used to do? Where it's like there was that slide and they put water on it.
Slip and slide.
Oh, slip and slide.
That's my stand name. Perfect, Mike. That's it. Slip and slide. Actually, the funny thing with JoJo's, a lot of the stands are based on like rock bands, or characters are based on rock bands. Like there's a stand called King Crimson, based on King Crimson, the band. Mm-hmm. There's
fun fact, sorry to cut you off. King Crimson, if you ever listen to that song by Kanye West, Power, it's based off a King Crimson song.
Yeah, these rappers gotta make their own beats, man.
24th century schizoid, man.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of. Sorry, I'm not gonna go off topic. Yeah, so what would your stand power be, Mike? And his name. Power. He has a name too, and he could look like something. Maybe he's hockey pucks.
No, that's a little bit too Canadian for me. Do you have one, Leo?
Man, I mean, I have some ideas, but they're not very appropriate.
He's made out of Gibson SGs. Call him SG.
No.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
man,
okay.
This is very.
I got one.
Okay. You can start with either the name.
So my name would be Wacky.
Okay.
And my stand would be Wacky Inflatable 2 Man.
You just smack.
Okay, but
you just smack the shit out of people.
Okay, what can he do? He's just an inflatable tube man. Can he do?
Yeah, he's like everyone's hype man.
What hype up the other characters?
Check out our podcast.
His arms just fucking swinging. Oh man.
And yeah, it's probably like he just if you want to get in a fight, he'll just flail his arms around.
Like he can use his arms as like bullets, only like he can put them back like this.
Kinda.
Shoot himself out.
Like literally, basically the wacky inflatable tube man, but just as my stand.
That's okay. That's good.
It's a good party trick. Except you just have to watch out.
Could he be used in combat or to protect yourself?
It would be
like he could bounce. Stuff will bounce off you. Like you could put him in front of you.
Yeah.
Be like, boing.
That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm the best hype man. Every fucking business has wacky inflatable tube mans.
I'm kind of torn, but there's one that keeps juggling in my mind. I don't know what his powers would be, but I could just picture the individual. It's a neckbeard dude. You know those my ladies
with
the fedoras.
The fedora, that would be your stand.
It's just
Oh my god.
Clear the area. Clear the perimeter. There's too many people around. My ladies. No, I don't know.
What would his name be?
What? His name? What do you mean?
Would his name be Milady?
No. Quaiman 69.
What?
It'd be like a username.
Oh.
I don't honestly have no idea.
Ladies Man 69.
Ladies Man 69. XX. X.
It's funny because I was thinking about it, like in terms of the anime. It's like, come, Ladies Man 69. It's like thing comes up, like he's like, above you, like
he just comes in.
What does he do? He just clears crowds.
He clears crowds because he has this fedora, and
is that where his power comes from?
Yeah, his fedora channels his power. So
does he have to tip it? Like once he tips it, it's like
once he tips it,
shockwave.
It's like it's like a shockwave. It's like the thing from fucking he tips his fedora. Oh, he goes, and everyone just gets like knocked over.
But just ladies or men too?
Everybody.
Oh,
everybody.
No one's safe.
No one's safe. And depending on how far he tips it determines the power.
Oh, so like if he tips it where it's covering his face.
If he covers his whole fucking thing, and then he also has the other power where if he touches his glasses, you know that shing.
Yeah.
You know that presses his glass.
Yeah, I know.
That or a corgi.
What?
A corgi, like a dog.
They get all the girls.
Corgi would be my stand.
Just a regular corgi, or like a corgi with muscles.
He just spawn. Oh, that'd be sick. Corgi with muscles.
Has to fit JoJo's.
Yeah, so JoJo's everyone's like jacked, right? So yeah, a corgi with muscles, but he doesn't stand like a regular dog. He just stands upright.
That's exactly.
He's got like a dog head.
Yeah, and a muscular body, like Arnold Schwarzenegger with a corgi head.
Yeah, but like with really skinny legs.
Whatever you want.
And then afterwards,
you want.
He's just there, and then I don't know.
And he wears a fedora.
Oh, that'd be sick.
You can get creative. Stands are like whatever you want.
Yeah, he's there, and then he instantly refills my Tinder likes. I ran out of Tinder likes.
So if anyone's an artist, draw this stand for him. Please. Just
a jacked,
buff torso, skinny legs, corgi head, and a fedora.
Yeah, like basically.
And what's his name again? Oh yeah,
Ladies Man 69, or I'm gonna just call him Fedora Dog.
Yeah, there
Fedora
you go.
Dog.
That drawing would be amazing.
I dig that. All right, guys. Anthony, did you have a fun podcast, my man?
Yeah, it was great. Did we break a record? We're
close to it though.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look, Anthony, your length was not good enough, but it was good enough. But it was not long enough, but it was good enough for me.
You guys hear that from a lot of girls?
That was my turn to be creepy.
One of us has to be creepy on the podcast at least once, and I'm glad Michael stepped up to the plate today.
That's right.
I've been carrying the burden for a little bit too long.
That's right. Well, Leo, do you wanna say where people can follow us at?
Let's start off with those closing credits, folks. So guys, thank you for listening in. If you want, I hope you do, but make sure you check us out on Hattrick Podcast with Mike and Leo on our Facebook page, and follow us on Instagram at Hattrick Podcast. Also follow Mike at MikeDNAC, Mike DNAC on Twitter, and you can follow me at DI_LEO. And also, if you wanted to keep in touch with our guest today, Anthony, you can follow him on Instagram at Anthony Grisolia.
Yeah, just one word. That's
just one word.
And smash that subscribe button. Smash that
follow button.
Can I swear?
Yes, you can.
Smash that
Do it, Mr. Point.
motherfucking like button on
My
that
man.
Facebook page. Subscribe on Castbox. Follow them on Instagram and everything. That's it.
All right.
Also, wait, did I promote the Twitter page? I can't remember.
It's Trick Podcast.
It's called Trick Podcast. For
All
whatever
right.
reason, we couldn't get Hat Trick Podcast because I think
That's
it's owned
weird.
by an ISIS recruitment page. I have no idea because I looked it
What?
up. Yeah, look it up. It's a.
What?
Yeah, look it up. Look up Hat Trick Podcast on
Twitter?
Twitter, and I think
The
it's
fuck?
like a recruitment page. I have no idea, but
This-
but our thing is called
You gotta-
Trick
you gotta
Podcast. So
de-
follow us on there.
You gotta DM them and ask, can we have this?
Everything's in like the writing. The writing I don't understand. I can't. An Arabic writing. I can't. I don't.
Google Translate.
They're gonna.
Please let us have your.
Can we have your domain name, please? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. Check us out on all those cool things that I just mentioned: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We love you all.
And I'm just gonna end off on one last thing.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage.
What?
Oh, because usually I thought
Rage Cage?
Nicolas Cage made you laugh all the
The
time.
National Treasure Nicolas Cage? Face Off Nicolas Cage? What else was he in?
My peach.
Oh,
The bees!
No.
Not the bees!
No,
It's
you were
Wicker
like-
Man.
The peach. Oh. No, in Face Off. I just want a peach.
I just want a peach.
Just want a peach. You're my peach. If anyone's watched Face Off, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
He-
I haven't watched that movie.
that
I've
movie
seen
was-
it, I haven't seen it in a while.
That movie was the most uncomfortable face-touching film. I don't know. I think like the directors got like a thing for like people touching faces.
You have
like,
to, it's part of the theme. Well, the face comes off, but like,
yeah,
the face
it's
is like,
everyone. Yeah, is the forefront because John Travolta touches everyone's face. Like you think he's. I
well,
think-
he's the
he-
family man.
Yeah, but he's like he puts his fucking fingers in their mouth and shit like that. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
fucked
He's-
up.
Well,
no, he
isn't
just,
that-
he just runs his
isn't that-
hand like down the thing.
Well, isn't that when Nicolas Cage has his face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that's that's weird, right? You have to play the other character.
It's John Travolta playing Nicolas Cage playing John Travolta,
It's true. That's
and then Nicolas
it's-
Cage
yeah.
playing John Travolta playing Nicolas Cage.
because they don't really switch faces, Mike, right?
They don't.
I've never
really-
seen the movie.
You
Never
the
seen
movie?
it?
No.
Watch Face Off. It's a banger. Not
Yeah.
wrong, but it's great. It's basically.
Don't spoil the movie. Just spoil the movie. You.
Part of the title.
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's a part. It's called Face Off. You think it's just like they're playing
Yeah.
hockey or some shit?
no, I know what it's about. But like,
Okay, just watch. We won't say
Watch
anything
it.
else. Just watch
But guys,
it.
check out the movie. Guys, check out Face Off. Check out all the bands we listened to today.
From Face Off, we're gonna sign off.
I wasn't done talking.
I was done talking, you bitch.
Guys, make sure you
That was a pretty
just
good.
check out
segue.
all the stuff we've mentioned today. It's some cool stuff. We love you all. Guys, have a great day, evening. And Michael,
Signing off with Face Off.
What
What
was
was
that sound
that?
effect? It's good enough.
it's good enough.
See ya.
See you later, guys.